Anytime now. There we go. Now we are live. Hey everyone, this is Dalton Adultinian95, or you might be able to find me on Twitch as AdultWolf95. Of course, I'm not streaming on Twitch, but I might be very soon. So we'll see what happens. Uh-oh. It says a lost connection. Oh well, I'm not even using my camera for my microphone anyways. So I'll just go ahead and unplug that now so it doesn't become a problem. There we go. So I've got my friend Alan here. We're going to be taking a look at the Transformers fan stream news that dropped today. He hasn't seen any of it as far as I know. Made sure he didn't look at anything, didn't check any social medias until we did this.
I am
we're going to get some live reaction.
I am fully blind at this moment because thanks to work, I had to shut off everything. I had to shut off Twitter, Facebook, all the feeds because I couldn't afford any distractions. So I am legit 100% blind. Whatever is in this recap. All I know, the only hint that I got to this recap was one notification did go through, and all it said was this MFer looks awesome. No picture attachment. That's all the message was.
Well, I mean, there's a couple that I'd say were awesome. Like, a lot of this stuff isn't, like, I was expecting more, and, I mean, there was a couple surprises, but at the end of the day, it was stuff we've already seen in leaked reviews or pictures, so not all of it's a surprise. But still, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and get this screen share started. Share screen. Yes, I know how to do this, computer. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. Is it showing that my screen is showing, or?
Yeah. Okay, so we got Rise of the Beasts Core Freezer. I'm guessing that's the.
Okay, so we're taking a look at. Yep.
Oh, he turns into a minigun.
Little Terracon dude. Don't get ahead of me here.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, we got pictures of the robot mode, but there's.
I mean, we've had those. Yeah,
today.
Yeah, because they show because when they initially got like leaked and even listed, all they had was the robot mode. We didn't have the gun because we knew he was going to turn into a gun, but this looks. Oh, let me blow this up on my end over here. Hold on, holy crap, dude. Oh, so he can either be mounted or handheld. Okay, this is actually really cool.
So there it is on the back of.
He becomes a companion for Scourge.
Yep, and they hinted at other companion pieces that he could be part of too. So.
Okay, so this actually fits into the current mood I'm in right now for Transformers, where I love partner Transformers, or even
we're on that anniversary.
Well, like in the sense of I like it when perfect example would be Double Dealer, where when you get him as a modern toy now, he doesn't come with his two minions. But
well, not really minions. Is Power Masters.
Yeah,
the whole thing that makes them operate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And but I like the fact of when Transformers, like, people like these guys have some kind of partner. I'm saying partner because it fluctuates between franchise to not just continuities, but exactly
regions, I guess.
I wouldn't even say regions because prime example, you can lop in partners with like the cassette bots, mini cons, a smaller that type of level of stuff, stuff that's meant to go along with it, or headmasters, titan masters, that kind of stuff. It extends the play value of a certain toy, and when you realize, oh, he's a partner of Scourge, congratulations, now that you got Scourge, that play value of both toys just increased. Especially, go back to the part where he fits into the back. Like that.
The arms sliding into those what are on the actual truck, just like what are they, like half of a pipe or parts of
I
like
I I
piping?
I think so, and that's clever as hell because I went back and I saw the actual back when we got these the actual Scourge pictures, right?
Well, yeah, that's the next slide. So
Oh, but those half pipes are actually on the real truck.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, it's just the location of them is flipped with this little section right here. Like this would be further back, and these would be closer to the exhaust pipes. Like
Yeah,
it's subtle, but
yeah. But I don't know what is it with me lately. I think it's just because I'm just in a Micromaster mood. um, but
Micromaster, Micron, Minicon, yeah.
yeah. Oh, I say Micromaster because so Big Bad Toy Store had a sale on a couple of Micromaster sets that I ultimately sadly had to sell away last year, and one set was worth 15 by itself, but it had that set and its Wavemate on sale for 10.
Yeah, see, I think the only Micromasters I'm missing now are uh, the ones from the space pack from Amazon, and that goes for crazy money right now.
I'm going to sit here and hide my version of that right now.
Like I was able to, thanks to my good friend Joe. Those who watch the channel or follow know who Joe is from Stasis Luck.
Yeah,
Uh, I was able to get mine from him for $75, the 10 pack, but
nice.
the
That
really
that
hard to
10
find.
that 10 pack in general, just like it came and it disappeared. Like it was like, oh hey, look, a 10 pack's out, and like by the time people went to go look for it, it was already gone. Like
Yep.
what the fuck? Like really? I'm I'm going to try to keep it PG.
It's a PG-13. I mean, we're past the what is it, the minute mark now that they're imposing on creators, and I'm not even monetized anyways, so it's no
Oh,
big deal.
self-imposed. It's because I know I can
Yeah,
say
fuck it.
cuss. I can cuss like a sailor, but it's a little bit more challenging. Like it's a self-imposed challenge. Let's put it like that. Let's see how PG I can personally keep this.
But
But
yeah,
oh my god, yes, that's why they wanted to keep his robot mode a
you,
secret. And
you know what
ooh,
his face reminds me of?
what?
Stinkfly from Ben 10,
Yeah, I can see it. I really can.
mixed with like Accelerate. Anyways, moving on to the next slide here. We've got ourselves the cult leader of the Terracons,
Oh,
the
yes.
3D turnaround of Scourge, who seems to be an amalgamation of characters. Like, if you think about it, it's like a mix of RID Scourge, Dreamwave the Fallen, and Tarn.
Yeah.
Like, he's an amalgam character.
Which you know what? Since Marvel's been doing it, I kind of appreciate that a little bit more because you can take the best of each character and just kind of like potluck them together and make and in a weird way make a brand new character out of them. Because because what we've learned from Marvel and just in general is that not every single character is meant for certain forms of media.
Yep, you could say that again.
Um,
Especially in the last series that premiered last year. I won't get into it, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're going with, isn't it?
yeah. We can take the best qualities and we can make it a little bit more marketable. Let's put it like that.
But
uh,
yeah,
but
I'll
I,
say right now, I have not gotten into any of the live action studio series stuff. I maybe just got the Prime. I think the only live action figure I got was Bumblebee Prime, and I'm all in for Res the Beast. Like I'm getting all the studio series characters, and then I'm getting all the beasts in the main line because that Cheetor looks awesome. That simplified Air Razor looks pretty good.
yep. All. I mean, I can't say. I mean, I can't say anything because I'm looking over my shoulder at most of my collection, and most of my collection now is studio series. So, like, I have like it reduced down to two bookshelves, and the majority of one bookshelf is nothing but studio series.
Mine's mostly Chug.
I'm slowly getting my chug back. I'm slowly getting my stuff back. But of course, there's oh my god, my big boy right here, right next to my desk. Oh,
Cybertron Metroplex
oh you
or
sweet
Unicron.
my Unicron. Oh,
Yeah, mine's right behind me, but I'm not showing my screen, my camera, because my collection room is a mess because I am moving here in a month and a half to El Paso, Texas.
He's actually moving closer. The what was it? Oh, trust me, I just moved myself into a friend's house, outside from the apartment, and my collection room, like the collection is up and looks stunning, but don't look at the floor.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's a path from the door to the front of the collection, and that is it. Uh, I don't even have a real desk right now. Like I'm just
I
like like my gaming computer's on my left, and I'm using like this weird metal shelf as a desk.
well, I've taken a note out of a Fuse book, and I've been binning empty boxes, and it does feel so good to get rid of those empty boxes.
Like, okay, so as someone who attempted to be a box collector years and years ago, um, I found my medium ground being a strict case of like, unless it is a super high end or masterpiece, I usually instantly toss the boxes.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Is mainline stuff I've been chucking it. Like the only exceptions I make are like leader class boxes because the artwork on those is so good.
And even then, I make an exception because my brain goes, I want to, because I kind of do the same thing for my Gundam models as well, where I want to keep them because the artwork's really cool. But my brain
And you can
goes,
store the models in there if you need to put them in storage.
yeah. But then my brain goes, well, well, at least for the art, you can just, Google that.
Yeah, that's my line of thinking, like with the deluxe and Voyager stuff. But
But
anyways, moving on to Scourge here.
but this makes okay. So Scourge makes me super, and I mean super. Okay, so um, I have seen the was it the covers of the Young to Read novels?
Yeah, like the was it Mission at the Museum or something like that.
Yeah, like
What is going on with my voice?
and to see him to see this and compare him to an actual in what's supposedly going to be an in movie model, this has me excited.
Oh yeah,
Like like I mean, yes, we're lifelong G1 fans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Optimus versus Megatron. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the same time, I'm someone who embraces the new. Give me a new villain. Give Optimus like we've seen the like again. No offense to the franchise and no offense to people, but give us a new threat. Actually challenge the character of Optimus Prime and see what Scourge is and not to mention we're getting like if anybody who's been paying attention to the rumor mill, this is supposed to be the start of a new trilogy.
yep.
So ultimately,
And
we have
I've heard some of the leaks, and I'm not going to talk about it on here because it just take it
oh,
with a grain of salt because it's always changing. It's changed like 3 times already.
yeah. I also don't pay attention to the movie leaks. The only leak, and I can't even say it's a leak. The person I know who's seen or heard the whole movie. I asked them, "Is the movie awesome?" And they're like, "You're not ready." I'm like, "In a bad way or a good way?" He goes, "In a good way." I'm like, "Okay, good. That's all I want to hear." And this dude is tied to Hasbro, so I trust his sources. Um, it's a guy who I really did not think I was going to make a friend. I'm not going to disclose who he is, but
Yeah,
it's a
we
guy. It's kind of like in a weird 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon sort of way.
hmm.
That I didn't realize he was tied to Hasbro. I'm like, what? It's like we
Like
just ran.
this way.
Yeah, we just randomly just started talking, and next thing you know, well, it's I found him through a different group, and we just randomly just started talking, just kind of just chilling because we're just giant nerds. And then he just starts dropping bombs on me, like, "Oh yeah, I work with Hasbro because I do, because I knew I deal with this." I'm like, I should have put two and two together, but holy hell, okay. But anyway, so my hypothesis, and I kind of like doing these, but so since this is the start of a trilogy, I know Hasbro's kind of itching to do Unicron, and I'm kind of thinking that's what they want to do. But big, huge but here. My hypothesis is Scourge drops a who is it? No, it's Optimus Primal who drops a line that Optimus is not ready from a he has to face a threat from his future and his past. My hypothesis is my what I'm guessing is we're going to see the Predacons. That's
Yeah,
the
I have a feeling we're gonna see the Predacons and finally gonna see this new version of Megatron.
yes.
Like that's what I'm hoping for.
give us Beast War era's Megs like that. Like out of all like, God bless it. The the 80s like there's a reason why I've been loving the more recent comic book versions of Megatron is because it's a different take on the character. It's not just meh 80s cartoon villain dialogue meh but at this
Attack, retreat.
attack retreat I win. Oh no, I need to upgrade.
Yeah.
No, but Beast Megs was cunning. He was a strategist first, and only really fought when he was dude. Oh my god. I like here I am. It's almost like what 20 plus years since Beast Wars, and I just put it together. Beast Wars Megatron is a Beast Wars version of G1 Optimus. Wanted would He wanted to strategize and only took violence when it really called for it. He sent his minions to do everything. But when he fought, that's when shit
I
goes.
see it
Oh
more of
shit.
like Thanos. Like at the end of the day, he'll be like, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Yeah, yeah, same thing. Yeah, because he tries to get all his minions to do everything, and and when they fail, he's just like, okay, Daddy's getting out of his chair.
Gloves are off,
Yeah.
or
So
the dino tail is off.
so it could be amalgamation of both. It could be that Scourge is trying to revive the
Whoop,
Predacons
whoop, whoop.
because
Hang on, hang on, hang on. Computer's freaking out. What the hell's
oh
going on?
oh no, it's
Right, hang on.
while that's going on, let's fill the void here. So, so I'm thinking that Scourge is trying to revive the Predacons. And on top of that, but that let's go Marvel again. Oh crap, Marvel.
Hang on a second. We got some comments here.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Caden says, "Hey guys, I saw your Beast Wars tier list. Is Scourge from yes, that is the Scourge from Rise of the Beast. Yes, we have seen Wheeljack, and I've got mixed feelings. Let's just say
Um,
that.
when it comes to Wheeljack and Rise of the Beasts, it's definitely one of those cases of I want to see him in action first. A toy can
Yeah,
only be so representative of the actual model, especially when it comes to studio series.
but anyway,
But, but yeah, I love his design. I
he
love
cleans up really well here in robot mode.
oh yeah, like I don't know, I don't know like who pumped some steroids into like just in general with the studio series. Like, have you noticed like the last couple like waves of studio series, they clean up super flippin' well.
I mean, I haven't bought much out of the last two waves other than was it Ironhide, Wheeljack, just the G1 movie stuff.
But even but like just the G but think about but still like that Ironhide is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind
I've already got him stickered up.
like I don't mind paying the higher price point because look at the engineering. Like he cleans up super good.
Well,
Like what
that's the thing that some of the people in my circle of friends like complain about is why is it a Voyager? It's got like twice the engineering that Earthrise had, and it's out on the market. Would you rather
see
pay $30 for that or $90 for the Earthrise?
the biggest convincing factor for me was Kingdom Rodimus to show where hey, just because it's a bigger price point doesn't mean it needs to be a bigger product, just a more higher quality product.
Yeah,
Um like what was it? Like oh god bless it. He's going to be tough to get a hold again too. Steve Shockwave.
yeah, Shockwave.
Shockwave. Shockwave. Um
I hope
I
we get another version of him soon, like a
I
lighter purple.
I loved that mold. Like, and it fits his character too. Like when you rearranged his extra parts into like a fly, like picture this in your mind. Imagine Shockwave just going around looking for extra parts, right? Would he or would he not have an extra like his own personal flying drone flying somewhere nearby?
Oh yeah, like a little
Like a little like
like a flying little hopper that he can just toss parts in for his experiments or have his tools in.
or something that he can send out to go scout out certain areas. And that's what I always thought the parts would form in my head. You know, the parts can instead of forming a platform, they're not forming a platform. They're forming a tiny little, not tiny little.
Come on, it's a goblin glider.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's something he can fly. Especially when you had to go over like more hazardous areas, he can just hop on top of that and just, Back to the Future it. And but at the same time, if he needed something to carry, he can just throw a dead body on it. It's an extra little helper that, to me as a character, make complete sense.
Yeah.
Um, but
Man,
but but I'm rounding back to, but that for me that helps justify the extra price point. Like, so is this Scourge what leader? I'm guessing he's a leader class.
later class, yeah.
I don't care if he's the size of a Voyager. If he can pull off that stuff and turns into that, I'm on board. I am
I
full on board.
I think for the stream is pretty decent size. I can pull up the I think they might have some screenshots from the slideshow here. But yeah, just
God, that face.
there
Oh,
he is. There's the actual
oh.
model. And then back to that. I
And
don't
we
have any
and
more pictures of the front of the truck, but yeah, all the faction symbols are there except for
oh,
Predacon, and
I can see him. Oh, you said except for Predacon.
yeah, there is no Predacon
Oh,
symbols. It's
oh,
it's Autobot, Decepticon, Wrecker, and Mercenary, and then of course his Terracon symbol on the or
yeah.
Prime. It's the same model of truck as '07 Prime. It's a Peterbilt 379.
Oh, that's actually a nice little twist. Because certain versions of Scourge is supposed to be Nemesis Prime. So you know
Well,
what?
yeah, that's like what I was saying at the beginning. It's an amalgam of RID Scourge, Tarn, and Dreamwave the Fallen. Like
Oh, I didn't
it's
hear the RID part, but yeah, okay, so yeah, like so you know what? Yeah, I am. Yes, 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 yes. I'm aboard this. I'm aboard this amalgamation.
so
Again, especially as a fan of the live action movies, I appreciate this amalgamation, and I cannot wait to see to. Oh, look at that tiny Grimlock.
that. Okay.
Sorry.
So I guess now moving on to the reveals from today. We got our core class Grimlock.
Oh my
Now
god, it's
here
so.
on the back of the packaging, I can't. I guess I can try. Uh,
I know it's
Open
supposed to be part
image
of the
window
combiner,
tab.
right?
Yeah, but the product actually, interns at Hasbro interns at this point, they can't
Yeah, they
take
can't
pictures right.
transform it.
So there's how it's actually supposed to look. Like the back of the leg or
Okay,
the
okay,
feet fold up around, become the
yeah,
back, and
yeah.
then
It's
the
supposed to be
weapon
the
plugs
tail.
in for the tail.
Yeah.
But
Oh god, how
can't wait
bad
for
did
you.
how bad did they fudge up the actual real life? Okay, yeah, it's pretty much. Oh my god.
Yeah, pointing the wrong way.
Oh my god.
But robot. I
Interns,
mean,
we love you.
robot mode looks fine. Like he's.
Yeah.
Let me
Like,
preface this the best way I can because people in my circle of friends seem to think that I'm kissing Hasbro's ass. And if I have a particular strong leaning opinion one way and they think it changes later on, that they have the right to just shit on me for it. This is not great. If you want a great Dinobot, get the Studio Series. This is neat. It's
okay.
neat. It's not terrible. It's not awful. It's not great. It's neat. It's cool. It's interesting. Glass half full. I'm in it for the combined mode because we all know at this point it's going to be Dino King.
Yeah. But at the same time, Hasbro actually has come out and officially said that the reason why they're small is because they are literally nothing but a giant joke. And I appreciate it. It's an God, this month is I've been playing Hi-Fi Rush, so like an excuse just to be goofy. I love it, and this
Well,
is
I've actually had fun with at least with Sludge is a little dumpy, but
I
this
mean
Grimlock looks neat. He becomes
yeah,
a leg.
okay. Yeah, I mean to be fair, like you can only make these guys like if they were just mini Dinobots, that'd be one thing, But but they want to be uh but we got more comics. I was looking at the comments in the stream.
Oh, I can't see him at the moment. Hang on.
Multi-tab. Multi-tab.
Well, whoa. It's going to be the infinite. Why he have a gun? Who? Grimlock?
Oh, I can easily like design wise. I can explain this. It's because it's more than likely it's more than likely it's a part they couldn't justify it becoming like the tip of the tail because it's such a small.
Well,
It's so
I
it's
think because people more associate Grimlock with his sword rather than his blaster, like the Studio Series has,
yeah.
and that's what they're going off of is his twin barrel cannon that he had in the
He's a
G1
tiny little
cartoon.
gun. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
decent little Grimlock.
I already have the was it the Volcanicus
Oh,
the Takara.
I sold that at BotCon.
Oh, I still have. Well, I have the Takari Tommy version that has the two swords, and
Okay.
yeah, and the much better paint job. Like as soon as I saw that one was on pre-order, I was like, I already had like a half done version of the actual Power of the Prime one, so I sold that one. But to have to, but to have the big boy and then to have a little like I should call him mini me like right next to his leg is gonna be like that's gonna be great. Just because come on, he's gonna be able to hold himself and have a son. I mean, how can you guys not like appreciate the goofiness of this? It's like getting it's the same version of like getting a legend version of Optimus Prime. You're getting a version so Optimus can have a kid.
Hmm.
It oh yeah, I need to start picking these up
Well, I
when they
mean,
start showing up.
and of course these scale with your Titans and everything like that. So
Yeah. I completely forgot about like the how the legend classes are much more scalable with Titans and the big man himself. So I'm looking at them flipping Unicron.
not so much Unicron as the others, but
No, but more like Jetfire. Like Jetfire is like what was it? Optimus came up to like what his waist?
yeah, that's where the Voyager comes up to.
Yeah. Oh no, these also would scale better with like the Arc as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Titans like that, like Metroplex, and
Yeah. Because they're supposed to be like oh god like
actually
uh,
probably more closely to Omega. Well, no, even Omega Supreme wasn't that big of a Titan.
he was more thicker than taller. Like
He was what about twice Jetfire's height?
No. I'm looking. I'm trying to scale them up.
I mean, in
Jetfire
the
look.
cartoon.
Yeah, in the cartoon, yes. That's a hard yes. Hard yes. Like like he starts out twice as Jetfire's height. Um.
So yeah, these would go better with like the Metroplex,
Yeah, the actual time.
Trypticon, Fort
Yeah.
Max,
Haha. Her. What's Metroplex? Her.
both.
I still
but,
need to grab the legacy Metroplex.
but then we also got
Thundercracker.
Thundercracker. I mean, this is a surprise to absolutely no one.
It's I mean, again, giant Dur, secret repaints, but it's more of so when we get secret repaints, it's more of a question of when, not a matter of not a question if,
Yeah.
are we going to get the secret repaints? It like does the Starscream exist in that scale? Yeah, it's just a matter of when.
Well, good news. He does have his null raise. Doesn't have the stupid tuning fork or slingshot, whatever you want to consider it. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's Thundercracker, so
it's I like I've been warming up to the more core class because it's a pocket size version of these little transformers that you can put on your desk. You can, it's like
despots.
yeah, desk literal
I
desk
mean,
spot. Yes.
that's all you need to know is their despots.
Yeah.
Then the
And it,
next one we got this
uh,
one actually looked really good.
speak of the flipping devil. Oh, Nemesis Prime. Okay. I'm not. Wasn't expecting it. So, oh, he comes with the axe.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they finally found some use for that tooling that we saw in the instructions. Because this was in the Kingdom instructions that it was going to have the axe.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, not like I'm not one to pick up. Like, I understand why we have core classes. Um. Okay, I might definitely have to pick this up.
I mean, I've already pre-ordered it. So I pre-ordered everything that went up today.
Oh, that's right, because all these went live.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
these are now available on Hasbro Pulse and Amazon, pretty much everywhere where you can
I'm
order
scared to see what's sold
figures.
out pre-order wise, but
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
want
if anything did. I haven't checked since this morning.
to. Okay, okay. So Nemesis Prime, this is cool. Yeah.
So moving on to deluxe. There you go. There's a surprise.
Ooh, we got our shrapnel.
And he looks really good. I've seen some people
Yeah.
complaining about it. I mean, he's a little bit wider than I would tend to expect, but at the end of the day, he's good.
No, I did.
I
I dig it. Like I like this new aesthetic.
I really want to get a second one for Hal Rail to sign,
Who's that?
the voice actor.
Oh, okay. I like I'm one of those guys where like the voice actor, like the only other voice actor from God rest their souls. The only voice actors I can completely memorize their names of was Chris Latta,
Mm-hmm.
and of course as soon as I say it, I forget the guy who played Jazz.
Scatman Crothers.
Yeah, and I know they're both no longer here, so of course it's like
Then you got
uh
Buster Jones for Blaster.
oh no, what's his name? Oh dear lord, Chris Marionette who played Blur.
Chris or John Machida.
Yeah, John Mitch. Yeah,
He's
see,
yeah, he's still alive.
yeah. Like his like I remembered who he was because I know he popped up in a Transformers stream like last year
I
to
don't
help promote
remember.
Blur. um, like I was like, okay, yeah, I remember him, and that's I'm saying their names because it's the outside of the does, the Frank Welkers, the Peter Cullens,
Yeah.
the
Oh, see, this picture actually looks better than this one. I wonder if it's just the
yo.
angle.
No, it's the background.
Is it the
It's
background?
the digitization. It messes with the colors.
Huh. But yeah, I mean, he looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
this is going to be retooled as Chop Shop, so.
Oh, definitely.
And
Um.
it comes with so his back legs become extra parts of the weapon for the Evo Fusion, which just means combining weapons. Jeez, I wonder if there was something like that before during Siege. Maybe it was called the combat system.
Maybe. Like you can. Oh my. Okay, I'm just gonna voice my frustrations here about the whole Evo Fusion thing since I haven't really made a video in a while. So the whole Evo Fusion thing is just you can clearly tell at the last minute they thought something. They thought this line. Okay, so this line is clearly just another legacy line, but
Yeah.
but it has to have some kind of quote unquote gimmick. Um. And they want to make it kind of like, ooh, here's a new gimmick, and they were going somewhere with the Junkions and with Hotshot, and now it's just like, oh, all their weapons combined, and
I
it's
mean, it's just like Legacy with the first wave having all these translucent weapons. Then by the second wave, they don't know what to do with it.
yeah, like I can understand they want to kind of do something experimental, with each year's line of toys, hence the Battle Masters and the Micro Masters from the War of Cybertron series. Yeah, look at little boxy.
Little little
He's a little
square
boxy bug.
stag beetle.
Yeah, I got kicked back.
It looks like he's blast effect compatible up here too, which works. You could use your
Dude.
blast effects from Rung to give that kind of electricity thing that he had.
He has ports on his butt on the thorax, so you can actually make it look like he's actually getting blasted. Yeah,
Oh,
so
on the abdomen,
yeah,
or are you talking about up here?
yeah, there. So you can make it look like he's getting blasted. That's okay. That's really cool.
Well, then see, yeah, Evo Fusion, just combine the guns together. 11 steps. Okay, this guy's gonna be simple.
So the I can defend Evo Fusion for one thing. If they combined it in a way that made him look really cool instead of them just literally just stacking on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like if they can interlock in some way, like kind of like in a weird Rubik's cube or weird one of those wooden puzzles where they can interlock and somehow visually turn into a bigger gun, that would be cool.
Or even something like TFC Hercules, where each part of the combined weapon was still a weapon in itself, but it was just kind of this weird, obscure shape. It wasn't like an actual fully formed weapon. It was just a weird shape. It happened to work as a weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm liking the buggy boy.
And here's the boy. Here
Oh, he
comes
looks
the boy.
so good.
He does. He looks really good.
He's God bless it. He is definitely on point to be one of one of the best. He's definitely on. Okay, so I gotta try to get my thoughts on together.
I'll just say I'll reserve judgment until I have him, but I am excited to get him. Like, I'm not gonna call out like he's gonna be the best figure ever. I want to wait till I get it in hand.
So okay, just from a silhouette and at least the photography of him, since we have yet to see any kind of videos or anything of him,
There's been a
he
couple.
well,
I'm not going to shout out who because it's a stolen product, but if you search around for it, you'll find it.
yeah, like thoughts aside on basically, oh dear lord, we're going through 2009 again.
You mean?
I just realized that legit no like I moved here last year and I had a soft realization that me and my friends are just going through 2009 again. Hey look, Avatar just came out. A Transformers movie's fixing to come out. We move into these places like we did back in 2000. Like it's literally a repeat of 2009 to us. And now we have people who are review. Oh, he has the ninja stars.
Mm-hmm. The only
Oh,
thing that's missing is the traffic light, but
and they go into the treads. Yes,
yep, they plug right
I
into
had
the wheels.
I had an animated Prowl, and he was the first animated figure I picked up, and I think I kept a hold of him until I had to start selling stuff off again.
I've
And
got one
oh, the
somewhere. I don't know
ankles,
what I did with them.
dude, the ankles tilt. They're on ball joints.
Yeah,
Dude, the posability of them is gonna be amazing. So he just by pictures alone, and I usually don't pass judgment until I actually have him in my hands. I want to feel how he feels in my hands.
hmm
Because ultimately you cannot. I think you said it too. Ultimately, you cannot pass ultimate judgment unless you get this sucker in your hands.
yeah.
Um,
Now, you and I had this conversation before, but to everyone complaining how he doesn't have a long chin, look at his mouth. Look how far down his chin comes.
the
Just
dude's
because it
wearing a
doesn't go past the edges of his helmet does not mean he doesn't have a long chin. This is a
yeah,
helmet, not just his head.
because he's supposed to invoke. Because this this in my opinion has to be one of the best G1 infused um oh god, what am I gonna call him? More
Cross,
modern,
yeah.
a G1 infused, more modern take on the character.
Oh,
So
wait till we get to our leader class.
and dude, I say that, but you gotta remember, animated premiered only a few months after the first live action movie came out. That was 16 years ago.
Yeah, you don't need to remind me. I already feel old. I'm younger than you.
Where's my walker? You damn kids! Get off my sidewalk!
There you go.
Oh, step! I don't have a sidewalk. On the bike mode, even with the stars removed, the bike mode looks really good.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's definitely he's one of the few ones that's an instant pickup. I'm gonna have to pre-order it, and like
there
even
you
though
go.
I'm broke, yeah, okay, yeah, I can, okay, okay. They don't fit in the wheels as good as they as the actual
Yeah, yeah.
animated
It's a little awkward.
It's a little awkward, but hey, even as a kid, as a little kid, I loved weapon integration like this, and I still do to this day. I hate, I like, I honest, the reason the Evo Fusion is just him holding it.
He can hold it.
I,
Yay!
I, I got to hold, I got to hold my bladed weapon. Yay!
Reminds me of Men in Black 3. I put my pants on.
Oh my god! I did the thing today. Proud, why do you lose fingers? I did the thing today.
Yeah,
That's the Evo. Oh god, no!
the paint just looks
He's
so
looking
good.
through the windshield.
Oh yeah. What is his name? That toy guy. Yeah, he can poof. He can poof.
Well, okay. To be fair, at least he'll be able to see where he's going.
Yeah.
but
God, what is that stand? Is he trying to do a stand?
that's called the intern stance.
It looks like he's trying to do a stand from JoJo.
Dude, okay, legit
Was
no
it the
joke.
wobbly off balance drunk?
Yeah. So okay, legit no joke. There's a boss in Hi-Fi Rush. He is literally nothing but JoJo references.
I still need to watch more than season 1 of JoJo.
Um, and what I mean, like he and like it's not subtle either. Like the first time he gets introduced, he's introduced in a manga-like comic panel, and it's surrounded by the menacing kanji, like in every single JoJo.
Oh
Like
god.
yeah.
Meme.
So yeah, they are not joking around. And then you think, oh, it's just this one comic panel. No, when they zoom out, he's already in a JoJo stance, and he swaps between so many JoJo stances and motions that someone had broke down a 5-minute video of just him talking and breaking down every JoJo reference. It's like they,
Wow.
yeah, they pumped him. They pumped in so full of references. It's amazing, and I love it. But anyway, I love, I love this. I love this. I want to see. So, okay, so this, I love the legacy line because we are finally seeing what a generations line can do instead of it just being updated G1. We are actually
Yeah,
seeing
we're
figures.
seeing it's like 29, 2010 again.
Yeah, where we actually seeing figures from other eras of because we have to step back and accept the fact that yes, even though as bad as Armada was and as how bad the toys was,
Well, yeah,
we have
that's pretty much verbatim what they said in the stream today. It's like this line is to acknowledge the fact that there's other, people grew up with other things. Like G1 isn't the only one.
yeah,
There's Transformers
like
reboots every 3 to 5 years.
like
People are born every 3 to 5 years into this franchise.
yeah,
So
like I
there's
have
a
a
little bit of something here for everybody. It's not all G1 all the time. People need to grow up and understand that you're 40 plus years old, people. Get over it. It's
so
our turn. You
so
quote the Goonies to me all the time saying this is our time. They had their time up there. This is our time. I'm flipping down my fucking Uno reverse card. It's my time.
So okay, I got the best one of them all. Okay, first off, I see you down there, Caden. So okay, spoiler alert. I have the stream up so I can watch the feeds in case anybody has any
Yeah,
comments.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, and yay, dual screens. Caden says animated Brawl is the best prop in terms of character, and I have to 100% agree when it
Yeah,
comes to
he's
animated.
probably he's just the best Prowler, period, just
Yes.
in general. Because
Oh,
IDW Prowl, from what I hear, is a prick. I haven't gotten very far in the comics, so I wouldn't.
dude, yeah, IDW Prowl is a total jerk, and he gets some comeuppance early on, and you're just like, good. And, like you feel bad for him at first, but then you're like, you remember what he did and how he did it, and you're just like, never mind, keep going.
Yeah.
You feel bad for like a half a second because of how mutilating it is, and you're like, oh, no, never mind, yeah, just keep going. You're good. You're good. Keep going.
Just the way you
Oh,
said that, it kind of reminds me of that Markiplier meme going around going, "Oh my god, it's adorable. Oh my god, it's traumatized."
exactly. But and oh god, this reminds me. I need to catch up on just on wave. Like what was it? Wave 2 of Legacy, the one that has the Prime knockout.
Yep.
I still have yet to get Bulkhead. Oops.
Oh my
Um.
goodness.
Oh, I know he's shelf forming, and I bet you like come around Christmas time, he's going to be like on a bunch of sales because people can't get rid of him.
If not, probably by the middle of the year.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of those characters where I don't need to be in a rush to get it, but like if it runs on, who the heck is this?
This
Crosscut?
is Crosscut, Senator Crosscut.
Oh, I was kind of messing with the skids molder because I have the skids at my work, and it it's fine. It's a fine mold. I
I
don't have any
mean,
problems with it.
I mean, this one was obviously coming because it's the same. They used this head sculpt for Burnout. Like that was basically their way of saying, "Yeah, we're doing Crosscut next
Yeah.
after Crankface."
See, I
But
kind of miss the simple like I do like I. Oh god, I'm trying to remember how to put this. I do miss the simple kind of just repaints of just repaint it or repaint it with a new head and just put it out there. I kind
yeah,
of miss that. Mostly because yeah, it's a neat way to fill out the line, but at the same time, like I stand by the opinion that sometimes a mold just wears colors better than certain versions of itself.
speaking of the colors, so I don't know if you've seen it yet. Uh, Mark, I guess one of the design guys, said he really like with the wheels. He wanted them to be black, but he also really wanted the red hands. So in order to get the red hands, you're gonna have the black wheels because they are on the same
On the
part
same
sprue,
mold. Okay.
and can't really paint them because it's a friction piece.
Ooh.
So you're gonna
Uh,
have red clown tires on your silver crosscut. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
That circus.
I mean, it's for me. I'm just gonna either paint it or hope that non-F does something to break up that all that red. Because I'm okay with red tires. Like I believe somewhere in the world there are cars with red tires or different colored tires.
Like this is definitely a case of when I pick him up, I'm definitely going to take some of my paint and paint the inner workings of the tires, just to help break up the like the silver's fine, the red on the silver's fine. It's just that the blatant red of those tires have to be at least broken up by something.
Yeah, just get some that 50 cent or I guess 75 cent uh, acrylic paint at Walmart, matte black. There you go.
I say this as I'm sitting right next to at least like, oh god, how much money's worth of like Warhammer paint right next to my right. Um, so I can definitely do something with him. Ooh, the Evo Fusion.
I mean, I guess
Ooh.
that's a little bit better. You can combine all the
See that?
weapons together.
Yeah, it's along the lines of what I wanted, but I have this mold.
That silver looks so good.
Oh my god, that's painted silver. Yeah,
Yeah,
that has
it's
to be painted
metallic
silver.
silver.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Hasbro, but when they want to do something silver, it is gorgeous. Like the
Hmm.
like that's like oh god, what is it? Like an ace up their sleeve, I guess you can put it. Like,
Yep.
haha, you think this might be a bad figure, but no, a great paint job. God bless it.
So moving on to our next deluxe, we
Is that
have Crash Bar.
who the fuck?
Crash Bar.
Oh, it's another Junkion.
He is
Oh,
a
it's
yeah,
that third Junkion. Yeah, it's that third Junkion in the
second.
poster. Yeah. Is that Skids with G1 Rat? No, okay, so no, we said okay. Caden was asking, is that Skids with G? No, that was Crosscut.
Yeah, he
And
was a e-hobby release based on a Diaclone deco, if I remember correctly, how
ooh,
he came about. I know he was e-hobby, just like with Road Rage.
is his
So
name
yeah,
his
if
actual?
he, huh?
Huh? Oh, you keep going.
I was just saying like how we got Kingdom Road Rage now. Now we have the person that she's supposed to be the bodyguard for.
Yee.
But yeah, so
So
Crash Bar is our new weaponizing, fully transformable Junkion.
oh that's what this guy's name is. Crash Bar.
Crash Bar.
Crash Bark.
Yeah, like
Okay.
bar.
um, and he does do the whole Junkion thing. Like he can come apart, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's fully modular, but from robot to motorcycle, you do not have to do any parts forming whatsoever.
He actually. Oh, okay. So
Just
he,
like with Scrap Hook.
yo, okay. So they finally found. So they found.
They found a way to make the modulator gimmick work.
they found the modulator gimmicks stride basically,
Yeah.
and of course just in time for all these Junkions to come out, so we can. Dude. So okay, imagine so the perfect example I can give you is like I know you've seen this video somewhere, but someone made a stop motion video with all the fossilizers about
Oh
them
yeah,
combining.
yeah. Louis Ken or something like that.
I think so, yeah. And then he goes one step further and he goes one step. He starts off with the initial fossilizer combiner
Yeah, the
for those,
the one for the three, and then
and then
changes it up for the clear ones, and then does it with the Wreckers pack versions, and then combines all of them that have been released.
yeah. If you guys out there who are watching have not seen that video, it is really good, and it basically it is one of those cases of it really shows you what this gimmick can do in the right hands.
Yeah,
And not to mention the figures he makes out of like all these things combining is just like, dude, why didn't I think of that? And he looks really good at like he okay, so this is a really a big shout out to one of the Junkions from the movie because
yeah.
I recognize that tank
Well,
anywhere.
and they're not shown here, but one of the wheels does form a shuriken, just like with Prowl, like the whole wheel.
Yo, is it possible they might share
No,
the same skeleton? Oh, they don't.
no, no.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
it's literally just the entire wheel
oh!
has a similar. Yeah,
I'm
and then
about
here's
it.
how the
See,
front and back combine with the
Okay, see,
vehicle.
that's the kind of Evo Fusion stuff I'm talking about. Is like,
Yeah,
give it, like, if you're going to call it Evo Fusion, like fusing, making two things become one, that's the kind of shenanigans I want to see.
the transformation actually really reminds me of the 2010 Junkions.
The so the
The
bad
reveal the
part
shield.
is, yeah, the bad part is with that transformation is that that's pretty much like almost with only a few things that you can do and how proportionate that mold is. That's pretty much how a motorcycle is supposed to transform.
Yeah.
Um, and there's in between that skeleton, that transformation skeleton, and how animated Prowl transforms, we possibly saw, if these guys are in the same wave, the two some of the two some of the best bike transformers in a while.
Well, and then you've got the core class RC for Rise of the Beast, which is in scale because according to the designers and everything, in the movie she's only going to be about like 8 or 9 feet tall.
I mean, it makes sense because you see her, like when you see her like with Wheeljack, like it looks like she can fit inside Wheeljack if she just kind of scrunched up a little bit.
Yeah, she crouches down, just kind of like a kid sitting in like one of those big TV cardboard boxes.
Yeah, I mean, even at the end of the trailer when she's standing there, she doesn't look that tall. She looks like she doesn't look as tall as Mirage, but you can clearly tell like someone can approach her and she's not. Yo, I saw that. Uh, I saw that. The
Just being like, Obi-Wan, move along.
move along. But that's relevant too. Both RC and Metal Hawk is finally getting a figure that's not gonna cost me an arm and a leg to get. Yes. Uh that really still ticked me off. That those little 5 packages from Power of the Primes in that era. Just okay. So show me the good one. Show me the good frame. Where's the good frame?
Well, hang on. Can you see? Wait? What did you? Were you saying that you noticed what it's a retool from, or did
Give
you
me a
even
second.
know it was even a retool?
Give me a second. Give me a second. Voyager, Galvatron.
Nope. Look at the
Oh,
shoulders and how the wings fold up onto the shoulders.
not Galvatron. Cyclonus.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
the
he's a
wings gave
partial.
it away. Yeah,
It the obvious parts I can see that are being reused are the thighs
the
and the
legs.
shoulders.
Oh no,
Just
not reused. New. Yeah.
like the only reused parts are the shoulders and the thighs that I can tell right off the bat. Maybe the feet, but even those look a little bit different.
Dear viewers, this man knows how to squirrel me really good. So if I start going off, he just starts put up a new slide, and then it's like a new piece of candy. Like, oh,
He looks so good, and I am buying a second one. Firstly, to
yo,
hit
go
it
back
with
to those
to hit it
comments.
with some Tamiya gold on the chest here
Yeah,
in the head.
that's the only downside with modern toy laws and modern toy sources. You can only do so much with gold without destroying the toy in general.
Yeah. Now, one thing I am glad they're going for is the anime style for him. Like they're going show accurate, no combining the robot with the pretender shell, no creepy pretender shell like we got with BotCon 2012. They're even including the tail fins becoming his weapon. They're including the
Hey,
sword, which I am also going to hit with some paint, probably some gunmetal or silver. I'll see how
dude,
I
that thing,
feel.
I can. Okay, so the mold of the sword in general is looking really good, and
Hmm.
yeah, like if I get this guy, you better believe I'm gonna I'm gonna make that look good. But yeah,
And
it's
the weapons do split apart.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
That head sculpt looks perfect.
I'm just like this is making me happy that we're finally getting, especially in the past couple of years, we're finally getting. Okay, I really gotta look up his. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna look up an actual Metal Hawk, right?
Yeah,
Because you said he was a pretender, right?
yeah.
Okay. It's just me being stupid with
He was one of the
certain.
Japanese pretenders.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, this one already wins. The like. like I'm looking at the OG one, and yeah, uh,
Yeah, just the way
and
the nose cone is on a stick,
yeah,
just the way
it's
it
like
attaches to the original.
there's okay, there's a nose cone on a stick, and then there's I might need to censor that if I show that on stream type of stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Um, 'cause, I'm not gonna say anymore. Just put it like that. Just go look it up yourself, kids.
yeah. This
um,
jet mode looks fantastic.
yeah, it looks a lot better than the.
I mean, it's strange, but in a really cool kind of way.
It it screams anime. Like it
Hmm.
screams cartoon, which you know what I can appreciate. I can really
Well,
appreciate that.
speaking of screaming cart, oh no, yeah, just
Yee.
weapon storage.
Yeah. Again, always love integrated weapon storage. I will never not like seeing that. They tell me I need a
Yeah,
baggie to go along. Yeah, the Evo
Evo
Fusion.
Fusion put the guns in together in one hand.
I was hoping that the gun could like attach onto the sword and become like a hilt. That would
That'd be
look cool a
cool,
little bit.
like a
Yeah.
bigger sword.
Yeah. To like
But
extend the handle or something.
what's weird is so they going from like actual product to this, he gets stretched out all weird. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah, it does. I see it.
Yeah, he looks really good. I cannot
It's
wait.
weird. It's just sometimes the angle can change proportions.
Hmm.
Yeah, this gets me excited. I love getting more obscure characters, getting toys, and you can definitely tell in the in Legacy they're really embracing that. In between Tarn, in between Metalhawk, HasLab Victory Saber, HasLab Desaurus.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that we're
The
finally.
the
Well,
teasing of Dino King out of Volcanicus.
yeah, all of that. Yes,
Come
I'm
on,
more
give me
appreciative.
Road Caesar, give me Landcross. We have Galaxy Shuttle. We need
We
Lyle
found
Kaiser.
we finally got a full on accurate representation of was it Jiraxis? Viraxis?
G-Axis.
Yeah, we finally got a good. We actually got a actual on like like jump from the page representation of him. So
Hmm.
love it, love it. I want
There
more.
we got
Give me
Twin Cast.
okay. I mean
My
it's
my big
it's
issue is not one version of this blaster mold has had the toy accurate head.
hmm.
I was really pissed off when they didn't do it with the shattered glass one.
Th-
Like having
Yeah,
that weird mask on his face, I would have loved that.
I feel you there. And they could have done the same thing with they did with the Galvatron too, and like here's a toy accurate version of the character.
Is it me or does he have a smirk?
It kind of looks like he has a smirk.
Hang on, let me.
Can you open that in a new tab and blow it up?
That's what I'm working on. Yeah, he's got a smirk.
Hey, look,
So
even his
I guess
eye.
it is some new molding.
Yeah,
Like
and
yeah,
look at
this
the
eye's
eyes too.
squinting a little bit.
Yeah, like
Okay,
he's doing the
so new head
Starscream
sculpt.
smirk. Yeah.
See,
Hey, we got
that's the
a
face
copy.
I wish the regular blaster had, because he wasn't just stoic stone face. He was jovial. He had like energy. He was a music guy.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
What was Sound Blaster? Sound Waves upgrade?
Yeah, Sound Blaster.
Yeah, didn't we
We
get a
need an Earthrise version of that.
didn't we get a core class version
Yeah,
of Sound Blaster? Yeah, it's this so getting us getting Blaster and Soundwave now is just getting their upgrade versions is now becoming more of a question of when, not if.
yeah.
So it's okay. So it's cool seeing it.
Hopefully they redo
I'm
Earthrise
look
Soundwave to not be so prone to yellowing in the thighs.
yeah. I'm looking at his
And
chest. Does he come with the little guy still? Because it kind of looks like in his chest. Yeah.
yep,
Okay.
this time he comes with Rewind.
Yeah.
And
More partner
well,
Transformers.
hang on. He is also made out of translucent plastic. If I can find a
Yeah, I can
picture
see
of
it.
him by himself,
No, you can.
which
I can already see it.
no, yeah,
Uh,
no solo pictures.
no,
Boombox mode
yeah,
looks great.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I
I
can
mean,
easily see Toy Hacks doing a conversion to turn him into the Diaclone colors.
And of course, I love the yeah. You can just tell by that picture he's translucent.
Yeah,
Um, but okay. It's weird where he comes with the color accurate eject
let
and
me rewind.
rewind. Hold on, was eject actually right? Was he supposed to be blue?
Yeah, eject was blue.
Oh, so these are different characters. Okay, cool. So we got yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm about it. Again, I'm in a big partner transformer mood. So this is yes, I'm about it. And of course, I love the gun becoming the antenna.
Yeah,
That
well,
nice little
that's
bit.
his Evo fusion.
I hate it.
I heard I could hear that mental face palm.
The Evo fusion, his gun becomes the antenna.
Okay, there
Like
now we can see rewind.
okay, yeah. In long
Oh, that
term, it's gonna.
yeah.
Oh no! I like okay. I love the idea that he has little ports on his arms so he can carry like little weapons and stuff. But at the same exact time, it's translucent plastic, which means it's prone to stressing more.
My my eject isn't too bad. Like it has a couple little stress marks, but I haven't noticed anything beyond that. But moving on, there's the box art.
Kane says, "I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I thought this stream was going to be about watching YouTube and reacting to Transformers YouTubers."
Yep, nope. Sorry.
Yo! And as soon as I look away, I see Skyquake. Okay, yep.
The way you said "yo" almost reminded me of MatPat screaming "Music Man."
Oh my God! Another. Oh, he's a leader.
Yep,
Yes, the
and
biggie
a
boy
perfect melding of G1 and Prime because he is heavily pulling
from both.
from the Euro G1 Skyquake as far as his design goes. I mean, look at the head, the chest. Like, that is straight up G1 Predator Skyquake's chest. And same with some of the details on the head, like that crest.
This has me
So
excited. Like
part of
I
me
lo-
thinks we're gonna see either the original Skyquake deco or Machine Morph Starscream.
possible.
I mean, the obvious repaint is Dreadwing because they're gonna want to put both the brothers out there.
Oh, definitely. If they don't put him out as a regular release, he's definitely going to be a Gen Selects. Like
Now,
heart.
one I think they might go with because it's kind of obscure is King Atlas
Uh,
from the Universe 1.0.
Roxana Miranda. Hey, how you doing today? We're just here chilling. My first time. We are reacting to the Transformers fan stream that's going on today. Um,
This
yeah,
guy's Gatling
it's great.
gun.
Yeah. Ooh, and the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So this. Oh, okay. Yo, okay. I can definitely see. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
the
I see
old
it. I definitely see it
launchers
now.
here.
No, it's
the
the back plate. I see. It really screams for me.
Yep, screams
Um,
that G1 Predator.
yeah. So when it comes to this mold, like this is one of those few molds where it's this is one of those few molds that have come out of nowhere where I'm just excited just for I'm not just excited for the character, I'm excited for the mold in general because it has so much repaint value to it and
Hmm.
I will buy every single one.
Oh, I'm right there because this it looks fantastic.
Oh
Like
yes.
if you cut it in half from right in front of these little vents, you get F-35 Lightning, crazy Cybertronian jet.
Yeah. Oh,
Like it's a
definitely.
perfect meld of G1 and Prime.
But
Like, and they did confirm these ports will fit. Let me skip forward a little bit here.
I was just about to say they were trying to be yo, okay, he does fit it.
So I have a feeling we're going to see G1 colored Skyquake with someone as a predator, probably Snare or um,
Hmm.
I can't remember all the predators' names.
You
I
know
know
what? I'm seeing.
it's not going to be Stalker because that would be a missile truck.
So go back to the side view. How often do they show side views of planes?
Not very often.
And this does look very like this cleaned up really good. Even in plane mode, it's cleaned up really good.
Yeah, you got the landing gear, opening cockpit. Yeah, he's chunky here, but a lot of that is the thrusters and everything.
It's not overly obvious of I'm a robot on the bottom of a plane type of stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's not Silverbolt.
Silverbolt syndrome.
Yeah, and then the Evo Fusion is actually
That,
slotting the sword into the underneath. So the sword
oh,
basically becomes an ammo clip.
and I bet you that's where you can store it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a,
Yeah, you can see it
yo,
sticking out right
okay,
there.
yeah. So even though it's more of an Evo Fusion, again as a weapon storage nut, I'm about it. I can't argue that. That's actually pretty clever. Okay, yeah. And now that I see it in the chest. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, give me the he's a leader too. Oh my
Yep.
god, my legacy self is gonna be expanding so much. Oh,
Okay, so that's it for that section. I think, I hope TFW got some screenshots from the slide because there were some quote unquote pipeline reveals that were done. Kind of like what Star Wars or Hasbro's been doing with their Star Wars streams. Like they've
okay.
been doing like showing like artwork of characters and saying, okay, this character's coming up. We don't have any product images yet, but this is just so you
Okay.
know what we've got coming.
I think
Looks
that's them
good.
trying to get ahead of the leaks too,
Well, yeah.
because
So you
the
know this
leaks are coming
character's
up.
coming whether it gets leaked or not. And yeah, there
Yeah.
we go. So
Ooh.
we'll take a few look at the
Ooh. I.
oh, we're getting
Ooh.
there. I know you saw it because I'm excited about that
Ooh.
too. And they're calling it Through the Space Bridge is what their pipeline reveals are being called now. So we'll just quickly go through these. So we've seen Bumblebee already. We've seen Battle Trap. Just kind of gonna skim through them.
Yeah, but this is our first time actually in hand.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Ooh,
Bumblebee
okay.
has the creepy solid blue eyes and unpainted sword.
I stare into your soul.
Battle Trap. I mean, he looks pretty
Okay.
cool.
Oh yeah, I'm love like I kind of like the 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 chunky. I like his design. I like the chunky design of him.
Hmm. There's RC.
Okay. Do we actually get pictures of her vehicle mode, or are they just still trying to just show her
Oh,
off? And yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's
so yeah,
nice.
damn good
That looks
little.
nice.
Then Air Razor, which I've already got her pre-ordered.
Dude, what really helps me is that we just we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once the other like a week and a half ago.
Oh, it's Michelle Yeoh.
Yes, and that has me even more excited to see what she's going to bring to the table. Cheetor.
Cheetor looking very much like he did in Beast Machines.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I like the in hand colors more than the picture colors because sometimes when they take pictures they do saturate the colors a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you can't. Ooh, man, that boy is so big. Is he a Voyager?
Who, Cheetor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo,
There
okay.
is a group shot of them that we're going to get to. You can see the detail
Because you
there.
kept flipping back and forth, and it was like, wait a minute, he looks kind of like just a tad smaller than Scourge.
Yeah, there's the Wrecker symbol.
Oh.
Mary, Autobot, Maximal, another Wrecker symbol,
If
and
oh my
then
god, storyline wise,
Aircon.
if storyline wise, if this really is the start of a new trilogy, and it's supposed to be like a branch timeline from what I've heard.
Areas with Freezer.
Um, ooh, and he holds them really well too. Yeah, this is. It's gonna be an auto buy. It's kind of like buying. It's like buying Soundwave with Ravage from the Bumblebee movies.
Look at that.
Yep.
He's about twice the size of Bumblebee.
Jesus. And yeah, and look at
Then
Cheetor,
Cheetor. Yeah, he comes
Beeble.
right up face to face with Battle Trap.
I know we've only been uh with teased with it in the trailer, but it'd be nice if they kind of like tease us with a little bit of Optimus Primal,
Mm-hmm.
please. That'd be nice. I know we've seen him transform in the Super Bowl in like that football spot. Oh, I think that's what's going on. Is that
Yeah, we're gonna see him at the. We're gonna see another trailer during the Super Bowl. I
Yeah.
almost guarantee
No,
it.
go back to that
We'll-
poster. I noticed something really damn fast.
We're at.
Go back. Go one more forward. Forward. Like we're going up the poster, like to the full screenshot. Right. Somebody is being covered up at the very top.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you can see his
we
hands.
know. Yeah, we know who it is, but I'm thinking they're like, I think they're trying to pull a, we don't know, or
Yeah. Well,
it's
they
like,
kind of did that during the stream too.
well, they kind of acknowledge that they were covering him up or something.
No, just they showed something. It's like, oh, we got something else, maybe in around March that we're gonna show, or February.
Oh, I can understand if it's like March. We only have to wait a month. That's fine.
Yeah, there's Grimlock as the leg, and the left leg, just like with Dino King, the T-Rex was the left leg.
Huh.
So yeah, they
Okay.
kind of rushed getting him into leg mode. So you got like the or the Dino wing here.
Okay. I mean, I can't. I'm not against it. It looks nice.
And we've already seen
We have seen
Thundercrasher.
worse. We have seen much
Yeah.
worse.
But yeah, there's the arm blade, the wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely pick up all these Junkions. I would have so like I'm a very hands-on person, and so like actually just treating these things like toys. The play pattern on them is just, oh,
Yeah.
I would have so much fun. Shrapnel, yeah.
Look how happy Mark is. I mean, he probably smoked the bowl before they started.
Crosscut,
Yeah.
yeah. Standard,
Boy.
yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I can't wait to get him. Even his colors are like super on point too.
Mm-hmm. With that tan
Oh yeah,
for his thighs, and they look like cargo shorts.
yeah. The big nice the new so Rox Miranda said, nice the news toy of Transformers from Rise of the Beast and Transformers Legacy from Hasbro. Imagine Megatron from Beast Wars and Transformers Rise of the Beast.
I
Oh, so
mean,
you yeah, so uh Roxana, so I kind of said it earlier in the stream. So what we are thinking is that that the whole plot of Rise of the Beasts might be Scourge trying to revive the Predacons. So there's
yes.
a big nice thrusters. So the big theory is that Scourge is trying to revive them, and that's the whole plot of the first movie of the Beast trilogy. A nice little diorama there.
Yeah, and then here we go into pipeline reveal. So we got Beachcomber coming in
Okay.
Wave 3. DevCon finally getting his own mold.
I have no idea who that is. Like,
The bounty hunter from The Gambler in G1.
I still have no idea who that is.
They wanted. I know 3H wanted to do him out of Beast Machine's Mirage, but it never happened. It did happen in 2014 as a repaint of Scourge, and that's what most DevCon figures are from third party.
Oh,
Mass retail reissue of Dirge for those who didn't get the 2-pack.
God.
I was extremely lucky. Mike shot me a link to one that was $80. Yeah, it was a little overpriced, but only like $20.
I was in that very unlucky group where mine got canceled.
So was I.
And oh, dude, and I have like to gripe just for a quick second. I have no like yourself and many others. I have no understanding why they did that exclusive release.
I think it's
Like
because the
that.
world was on fire because of COVID.
Well, I can understand that, but if you're gonna do a exclusive release like that, why made it so limited like that? Because I had the Earth Siege Prowl and Ironhead at one point, and now I'm sitting here looking at the brothers like I'm missing Prowl now. But to get that Prowl is like, why make Prowl the exclusive and then put the other guys as mass? You know?
Yeah. Or one mass, then one Walgreens.
Yeah, exactly. Like why?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Anyway,
Copy Convoy.
that be all you, boy.
Evan did hint in the stream that it would be based on the anime, so it's highly likely it's going to be copy convoy colors. So proper dark gray with a black mane, not like the masterpiece where it's black with a gray mane.
Yeah, like I
So
have yet to see a single episode of the Japanese Beast Wars.
it's very goofy. It
Yeah,
does not take itself seriously too much.
I asked somebody before. It wasn't you, but I asked someone else before because like, is there a way to sum up the series? And he said, you know that one scene at the end of the SpongeBob movie where he's just being goofy as hell. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, that's pretty much the whole show in a
I mean,
nutshell.
it's on YouTube. Like the whole series is subtitled on YouTube under Curry fan subs.
Hmm. Like I know at one point was like there was a Facebook group that was like every Saturday morning they were posting a new episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there and I watched the opening and I was like, I don't want to watch this on Facebook on my phone. I rather if I want to watch a cartoon, I want to watch it on my TV. So I
There you
got
go.
very put off on watching it. Oh, my big baby boy.
Yep. So leader class Armada Megatron.
So I
I
know
mean,
the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth.
what?
When's Tidal Wave coming out?
I part of me is hoping. I don't think I honestly hope he's not a Titan class. Everyone's saying, "Oh, I want Titan class. I want Titan class." It's because they played the video game. In the cartoon, yeah, initially he was huge, but how is he going to be huge if Megatron's going to use him as weaponry?
So I can
I
see
see it
if
being a commander class, like
yeah yeah.
realistically, like
So if
Jetfire height at the top of Jetfire's backpack.
so, did they announce what class he was going to be in there, and not just hey we're making him?
Who?
Did they announce what class Megatron's going to be?
Leader.
Okay, so he's going to be later. Okay, so yeah, if they do make Tidal Wave, it will be a commander class.
Yeah.
Because
It'd
it
probably
can be
split up into 3 small deluxe-sized portions, or probably 2 deluxe-sized portions, and then a Voyager for the wing pack.
yeah. Oh, definitely. And this will be a definite case of now. Even back then, like even that Tidal Wave gave no like that Megatron gave no clues that he could combine that he had a
Other
that
than the
he
extending waist.
yeah, other than extending waist and rotating the turret around, right?
Yeah.
Because you need the extended waist to rotate the turret around. And even then they explained it like, oh, why can you turn a turret around? It's like, well, that's an actual attack in the show. And then they showed off in the show. It's like, oh, okay, so it naturally explained itself without giving away that it was truly meant to be designed for this future expansion rather than just be a goofy attack. And Armada getting this much love. We have Hotshot, we have Armada Prime, we're getting Megatron down the pipeline. If we can just at least, please Hasbro, just give us at least the core cast, just the core cast. That's all I'm asking. We already have, and we got Starscream as well. We're almost there. We are literally just 3 bots away from the core from the core starting lineup, and I'd be a happy camper. And I know so many people now that their first Transformers was Armada, and and uh, and I think Hasbro's kind of realizing that too. So because that would be a neat thing to see, really really neat thing to see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took that and went wee.
But yeah, I mean, give me Galvatron. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
moving on. They did mention. Now, some people are saying that when they say classic deco, it's going to be G1 Optimus Prime color scheme. But I'm thinking it's going to be a classic version of this long nose from the Combat Hero mold. So we're going to be seeing a repaint of this in some version at
Are we
some
talking
point.
about the one that had like the little pump missile from the 90s?
Yes.
Okay, that's exactly what I was
It's
thinking.
either going to be the white one with the orange and yellow stripe, or it's going to be the blue one, is what I'm thinking. Like that they put into the Ultimate Gift set in 2011.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of those 2 decos, if not full on G1. I really hope it's not full on G1.
Like it's kind of weird to debut a new Optimus Prime only mold like this as a holiday exclusive first, and then later.
I mean, they could still do Scourge and have it homage the air blotter Scourge.
Yeah, yeah. But it's still weird to debut a new, like, it's not a
Well,
collab mold or
the
anything like that. And
well, it was well, it is. It's a collab with Volvo, but it was also supposed to be a collab with Amazon, but that got thrown out the window because
ye-
the rumor of the a Volvo Optimus Prime was floating around at the beginning of 2021 or 2022, end of 2021.
hmm.
So, like, we knew like some version of this existed, and it was supposed to be the Amazon Prime, like delivery trucks, like with the blue
Yeah.
trailer, and
Yeah.
but
And
it never happened.
that I think that would have been a bad taste in my mouth too, because I've seen that YouTube story where the little kid gets excited about an Amazon Prime truck driving past the house. I was like, yeah, this is cute, and ultimately when you realize that they're just making toys of their own, I was like, anyway.
No image yet, but this is our third Junkion axle grease, which is highly likely to be the muscle car that we see in the artwork.
Okay. It
Which,
means that it means they haven't got a final design yet.
well, they just probably just don't want to reveal the artwork because it will reveal the toy. But yeah, this one right here, which is highly likely going to be retooled and
Oh,
repainted into Lockdown.
give me, please,
Like we see, I think part of it,
please.
it's either part of this or yeah, that's a different mold. So this is part of Scrap Hook right here
Yeah,
as the sidecar. I'm guessing these missiles here are probably from this because I've never seen these missiles on any of the other two molds yet.
possibly,
And I
but
haven't seen this right here. Like, oh no, that's just the spare tire that's already on the release. Never
yeah.
mind. So, but yeah,
So
that's everything that was shown off during the stream.
everything, so animated lockdown will make a lot more sense too, especially with uh more animated stuff coming down the pipeline.
Oh yeah, I mean, for listings have popped up for 2024, and one of them was a Voyager class animated Optimus.
I can see it.
And
Uh
then with
oh.
Lugnut winning the fan vote, I could see that being a leader class sometime next year, if not the following year.
So did they? So I know the whole list got revealed. Like as soon as it popped up, it was up for a full day on, what was it, Walmart? I think it
Well,
was.
was that for this year or 2024? Because there was the Silverbolt listing, Tigerhawk, um,
I can't remember what. All I remember is I remember
Shattered
hearing.
Glass Grimlock,
I
G2
think
Grimlock.
I think so. I think yeah, that's what it was. It had the G2 look because all I remember hearing was that like when the whole list dropped, they're like, yeah, the whole year's line just got basically revealed. Mostly like still there was still like a handful of them were still like either code names or incomplete names that like it could be this, it could be that, but it's hard to
Yeah,
tell
like with Cheetor being like the movie Cheetor being called Butch, and then yeah,
for some very odd reason. Um,
he is a very butch butt.
uh, but but what is it? So do we know? Is there a Titan class for this year? Do we know? Do we know of?
Uh, possibly two. I mean, one's a Gen Select and one is the Nemesis.
What's the Gen Select one? If the Nemesis was
Um,
the Junkion ship?
no, the Guardian robot, or Sentinel Maximus, or Omega Sentinel.
Repaint of Omega Supreme.
Yeah, the blue and white Omega Supreme.
Oh, okay. I can see it. I can definitely see it. And the Nemesis, that ooh, dude.
And apparently, I don't know how true it is. Someone said it's going to be the first female Titan.
Omega Sentinel?
No. The Nemesis.
I mean, I can see that. I can honestly see it because when you actually think about um when you stop to think like what would the Nemesis transform into?
Well, it's probably gonna end up having a very Decepticon simple looking face because the artwork looks like Tarn, but they have confirmed that it is not Tarn.
Oh, okay. So
So it's gonna be
are
like
they
Tarn's face mask with extra steps.
so are we seeing the birth of a so here's a good question for you. Are we seeing the birth of a brand new character?
most likely like what we saw with the Ark. It's probably just going to be called the Nemesis, but I don't think they're going to give it an actual name.
The kind weirdly enough, like like the arc, if you the arc, at least in the plot line of the Netflix show, right?
Hmm.
It wasn't really the arc itself. It was Teletran One basically going, yeah, the ship's mine now, making it a giant transformer because we need to survive.
And the Allspark.
Yeah, and the Allspark. It was like an amalgamation of like these two combined. I'm like, yeah, we need a big transformer like now. And
I mean, I'm sure if the show is still going on, that's probably what they're going to do with the Nemesis too, something similar.
yeah, I mean to be fair, the War of the Cybertron was meant to be a trilogy. Um,
Yeah, but they
but
left it open for a sequel. But they
oh,
didn't know what the hell they were doing.
no, oh, okay, they had
The
an
showrunners,
idea.
anyways.
Yeah, they had an idea what they were doing, but
Well, originally the plan was to do stuff with the '86 characters, like from the get go, and then Hasbro's like, "Nah, with it. It's the 25th anniversary of Beast Wars. We're going to do Beast Wars." So like after Earthrise, it's just kind of went nuts.
I give it this though. It gave Skyquake. um, oh dear lord, I can't remember his name. Oh,
Skylinks.
yeah, Skylinks. It gave Skylinks amazing character growth. I give it that.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of like from being an arrogant sob to a hey, yeah, I spent so long in here, I basically became enlightened. And what he did with himself, like and how he explained the lightning is like that's actual character development. And like, you know what, you get your props for that.
Yeah,
That
like
was
I deserve to be Prime. I deserve the Matrix to cabin
yeah,
in space for millennia. Like,
I was kind of a
yeah,
jerk.
I,
um,
yeah,
um
I fucked up.
yeah, like even like I didn't like like from all the characterization I've heard previously, like I didn't like it, but then when I saw this, I was like, you know what, you did a good. I like this version. um, but oh my god, a nemesis, a brand new, bringing brand new character, a brand new character through the nemesis.
Yeah.
Yo, and this makes me wonder too. Like I'm thinking, like I'm taking the picture of the nemesis from the poster in my head, right?
Hmm.
And I'm trying to see how would that thing transform. Like obviously, a lot of those spikes are either going to be removable or like you can fold them
Or
out of the
decorative.
way. Yeah, or just
I
decorative.
imagine it's going to be a massive shell former, or it's going to be a very strange looking robot, kind of like what the Ark was.
Uh, yeah, but at the same time, I can understand the arc because it was a yeah. We just need like the most generic robot thing right now. At the literal last second. Um, but oh my god, Nemesis. But at the same time, I like everybody knows and everybody is drooling over Armada Prime.
Yeah. Well, and then there's supposedly a second commander class, or maybe one, or maybe two more commander classes coming out this year. I know one of them was rumored to be um, Ultra Magnus for Studio Series 86,
I can see that. I can honestly
which
can.
could
Caden.
also be
Oh, sorry.
grounds for turning, if they do the White Prime into Magnus, which I really hope they don't. If they do that, it's grounds for a Studio Series Optimus Prime.
Yeah, and so if it is a commander class, yeah, I'm 100% agreement. And that way they can just segue into it and give us and hopefully give us some kind of new mold for Optimus rather than the just a not just a reuse of the current.
Earthrise.
Yeah. Caden
Nope.
asks, thoughts on the Rise of Beast trailer?
Reserving judgment. It looks cool, but it did not show enough. Like I'm interested in it, but it's not generating. It, it, hmm, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about it.
All right, buckle up, Buttercup. This is my first time someone has actually asked me this. So I've watched this trailer, God knows how many times. Also because the music behind it is just so perfectly timed, in my opinion. Right when it says like the was it the power primal and the music swells into more triumphant, like you hear the trumpets to escalate.
Hmm.
Um, Before I say give my personal opinion, I'll I will voice my friends. I have at least 4 friends who have no opinion or even hate the Transformer franchise, but yet they will stop everything and go watch this movie because of the trailer. They were that nuts about Beast Wars back in the day, and even they even watched the trailer. Like one of my best friends I've had since high school, Bo. He's one of those that's kind of like in the middle ground where he doesn't like he didn't want to go watch the live action. He does not want to go he does not want to watch the live action movies. But he was also one of those like he said I'm not interested until Beast Wars pop up. The Beast Wars popped up. And uh he also has a favorite actor who just so happens to be the main lead of this movie. Because Bo's a very big Bo ah! Because he follows the actor. And so on top of that, he just sends me just one sentence after he watches the trailer. He says, "Looks good, has the main character, instantly sold." After watching the trailer, of course. And with that thought in my head after I saw the initial trailer, when I hear that swell of music after the Powers Primal, it feels like a triumph of hey, not only are we trying to bring Beast Wars to light, because the director and the writer have both come out and said that they have been fans of Beast Wars too, and they're trying to do it justice.
Right.
But it feels like this will be the movie that breaks the mold. Yeah, there's even a concept art of Optimus Primal for the last night. Yeah, you can actually, if you dig, there was actually Primal and Beast art from like Revenge of the Fallen. They've been wanting to do beasts that long.
Well, then you had that weird snake one, which I
That's
don't know if that
yeah.
was real or fake.
No, that was real. That was a concept for some
Whoop,
kind of
whoop, whoop.
like.
Okay,
Uh oh.
sorry.
Yeah, that was a concept for some kind of like chase scene in Revenge of the Fallen when they went into the tomb or something.
Hmm.
But it was something they conceptualized and it stopped right there. It didn't even get to the writing process. Um, but they've been wanting to make this movie. Like fans have been dying for this version of Transformers for decades at this point. And I am one of the same. As much as I want the OG voice to come back, I am always more. What's the term? I'm always accepting of new versions of anything. I am always open to more actors to play different characters to see how does X person perform as X character, and how can they bring this character to life. So hearing Ron Perlman and hearing that like a hearing him talk throughout the trailer, I'm like, okay, this sounds good because we don't as much as Primal sounds in the OG cartoon, like original Prime to an extent,
Yeah,
we
Gary
do.
Truck.
Yeah. Um, we kind of don't need 2 guys that sound the same in the movie. We do need 2 different sounding voices to go on here. So I like how Primal pops up. The CG in the movie, in the trailer, I can't really give a final judgment on because, as a lot of people pointed out in both the Age of Extinction and the Last Night trailers, there was night and day differences of the CG
Yeah,
between.
it was still unfinished.
Yeah, it's still unfinished, but it's unfinished, but it is to a presentable state of unless you're sitting here in front of a computer with 4K going frame by frame. Like if you're just a common, Joe Schmo looking at the trailer, you're gonna think this is gonna look fine. Um, the I'm not kind of twisted up that Mirage is a different car.
Well, one thing I've been hearing is that he does at some point in the movie, for a very short time, become a Formula One car
Okay,
as like at an abandoned racetrack or something, just to show. Um, oh, what's his name?
the main character.
The main character, that he can turn into pretty much anything.
See, okay, that's a nice callback, but I guess that goes with me too with just Transformers in general, where I don't mind if a character assumes a different form as long as it represents that character. Like like, oh, Bumblebee should always be a Volkswagen. Kind of no. He's meant to be
Mhm.
a scout, so if it's as long as it is a small little car, I'm fine with it.
I mean,
Um,
even if they went with the weird Datsun car that they had in Dark of the Moon, I would have been fine with him being that.
yeah. David Soboleff, the voice actor of Depth Charge, will voice two characters, Rhinox and Battletrap.
Yep.
Yes, and
Um,
and I come to find out that's not this is not I found out too this is not his like returning to Transformers. He voiced a couple other characters before this too, didn't he?
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Shockwave in Prime. I don't know if he did anything else live action. I can't
Hey,
remember.
okay. So yeah, so I'm more than welcome back and to hear him come back for not so yeah. Oh my god. So obviously he's not coming back to voice
Oh,
Depth
he
Charge.
was Blitzwing in
Oh, in
Bumblebee.
the Bumblebee movie. Yeah. Okay. So it's not even his first foray into the movieverse either. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, so he does sound seasoned as well. So welcome him back, especially he's playing Rhinox. So this does that's actually something
but then you
that's
got
actually no, I just
John
remembered.
DiMaggio as Stratosphere.
Yeah. We I'm glad to see him come back. He's always played some really good characters. Like he can be goofy, but then he can be serious. I mean,
Hmm.
this is the same guy who he plays flipping a Marcus Phoenix and then turns around and plays Jake the Dog in Adventure Time. So
Don't forget Bender Bending Rodriguez,
of course,
and of
um,
course his quote unquote evil cousin Fluxo, which
um,
was actually the good one of the two.
uh, but hold on, I gotta finish my thoughts on the actual trailer. Piece of trailer. I love the fact that the trailer did a really good. Now this is the teaser trailer. We're not, so we all know what's going to happen. Um, it's in 2 weeks, and the full trailer is going to drop for Super Bowl. We all
Yep.
know this. I mean, this is the timing on it is perfect. It's 2 months out from the teaser, and it's only 4 months out from the actual movie being released. Um, if they it's the Super Bowl would be the perfect time to release that. If they wait any longer, they would be missing out on the hype. I mean, it was kind of cute that first off, I didn't know they aired football on Nickelodeon. That was kind of weird. And that was kind of a cute little like layover. It's like, oh look, it's Optimus Primal, and it gives us a neat little quick little look at him. That's kind of cool. Wheeljack vehicle mode of him being a van is weird. As a scientist person myself, I kind of dig it because for as a mad scientist who's on the go constantly doing experiments, a van sounds a little bit more appropriate than a sports car.
Yeah. It's just
Um,
the robot face that throws it off for me. Like he looks like oh, what's his name? Uh was it Danny Egan or Eugene from War Games?
yeah, yeah, I can see it.
I
But
just imagine him just randomly asking through the movie, "You know what kind of train this is?"
um, so when we take a step back and we actually look at the full cast of everybody in the movie, right? We if we take a step back and even in the trailer, yeah, we saw Wheeljack's back.
Hmm.
We did not see we see very like you have to go frame by frame in this teaser trailer, and even the so-called extended version of the trailer that got released like what a week or two ago. That has like what like 10 15 seconds of just a little bit extended
Not even that.
cuts. Yeah, it's like it's just enough to say
It's
it's
more like just a few extra frames.
yeah, but it's enough extra frames to see more detail of things too.
Yeah, like Mirage's face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get a good look of Mirage's face at the very end of the trailer. Like you can pause it, and if you go look at the IMAX and 4K version, you
Yeah, but
can.
it's still mid transformation, so you don't get an actual look
True.
at it.
Yeah. So we don't. So taking a step back and we look at everything. I'm saying in general. All right. We see Mirage from the front and back in the trailer. That's one thing. But we don't see Nightbird. We don't see Wheeljack. At least the front. and we don't see Rhinox. We see Rhinox scream in the camera, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, we do see what could be Nightbird flying past, but it's like blinking, you'll miss it.
Yeah, that whole battle scene, like I've already seen people tear apart that final battle scene, and it does that whole and people were already pointing out that there might be more Transformers in this than what we have listed.
Oh
Like
yeah, I mean they're just trying to not spoil anything, and I'm assuming we'll see more characters that we haven't seen yet,
I
besides Freezer,
so
after
so
the
I
movie comes out.
yeah, I think they said you can see Freezer in like 2 frames behind Battle Trap. Uh,
Yeah,
but
there's probably a bunch of drones, and they said that there's like a bunch of Scorponok drones.
yeah, I can see that too.
But
But
they just look like Vaki. That's
um
all I see with some of those character models is they look like the Legends of Metro Nui movie Vaki.
speaking of kind of Vocky or the Vox, that's where I think this movie's gonna go. Is that I personally think the whole trilogy is going to end up being Unicron at the end. At the end of the trilogy, like the final movie will have Unicron, and I think the ultimate evil is going to be uh, this movie is about reviving the Predacons. The Autobots will lose. Now, this is my personal opinion. I have yet to hear any leaks or rumors or anything like that. This is my personal, well, not hypothesis, but basically a giant guess about how the movie is going to turn out. Especially because they said that this movie is supposed to end up different. We're not going to get some kind of giant MacGuffin. Oh, we need to stop X thing, and that's how every single Transformers movie is. I hope that the Transformers get the most screen time instead of the focus on the humans. It's called Transformers, not Human Formers.
Well, yeah, they're going to be focusing
Yeah.
more on the Transformers this time, which I'm glad.
Yes. Oh, me too. If it does turn out to be kind of like where it just does the humans just so happen to be there type of thing, and we do focus more on the Transformers, that'd be even better. Because don't you notice that in a bunch of the bigger action scenes in the trailer, we don't see the humans as well.
Yeah.
Now we can now possibly like the reason why no Wheeljack could have been just like a hey I can go faster than you, or he might have the kids in him in that one fight scene. Um, but ultimately I think this is kind of like how I guess the only way don't hate me for saying this. I think they're going to phase out the humans like they did Jar Jar Binks in the original Star Wars prequel
Yeah.
trilogy, where the first couple, like the first movie and like half of the second one, you'll see humans and they'll be there, but they won't be the focus. Because after a certain point, it will no longer be a live action Transformers movie; it'll just be just a CG movie. Think Avatar, basically, where yeah, there are some human scenes and some live action.
I haven't seen the second Avatar movie.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh.
I haven't seen it either, but like the majority of the first movie was if it wasn't inside a building, it was on a green screen.
Yeah.
Um, like only a handful of scenes were actually filmed outside. Everything else was filmed inside of a building. Um, and they did film a lot of stuff underwater. I can confirm that without
Oh yeah,
without spoiling.
I've seen a little bit of that too with
Uh,
Corridor Crew.
oh yeah. But I really do think that if the passion behind the director and the writers is truly there, I believe that this will be different and will lead to something big. And on top of that, I really do believe that we like if we really want to take a step back, and I do not want to step on any toes here. We've had seven not just live action. We had 7 movies of the OG Transformers crew. It's time for a new crew.
Yep.
And
Well, and that's what Caden is kind of saying here. That rumor might be true. I don't know. I honestly haven't seen anything about that being confirmed or not.
I can so let's see. I see it too. There's been a rumor that Bumblebee is going to die in this in the movie. Um, if they are really like I know it's kind of a plot device to kind of twist things up and to make a well-known character like, hey, look, the guy almost made it through 3/4 of the horror movie, and then all of a sudden, like the next scene, he's just eviscerated. Um, or no, what was it? The movie Feast, where the who you think is going to be the traditional hero guy dies in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
It's a horror movie. It's a horror
Oh.
comedy movie. Um, neat fact: the sequels were actually filmed in my city.
Hmm.
I am chock full of movie facts. So what happens in the movie is that it's just basically it's a monster movie. Big monsters come assault a truck stop, and a couple runs in and says, "Hey, we need to lock up. These things are following us." And they were coming your way anyways. We just so happened to beat them here.
Mm.
And they're like, okay, but who are you? And he goes, well, I'm here to save all your asses. And then literally the second after he says that, they're also doing cute little title cards saying, hey, his name is this. And they give him two facts, and his last fact, the last fact is life expectancy, and he goes probably going to last the whole movie. And then literally as soon as the title card disappears, he gets um as soon as the title card disappears, he's standing next to a window, and as soon as the title card disappears, he gets yoinked through the window and instantly killed.
Oh my god.
Yeah. um, but yeah, I can definitely like. So if they really want to if they really want to exert like, I can't. Oh, I cannot remember the word. Basically, if they do not want to play into anybody's expectations, they might pass the pot. If the Beast, if this is supposed to truly be the Beast trilogy, they might my weird pronunciations. They might pass the baton off to Cheetor, which, seeing the fan reception of just hearing that Cheetor is going to be in the movie, might be a possibility.
I just hope he gets a voice because there's rumors saying that he doesn't talk at all.
Cheetor?
Yeah.
Or you know what it could be? You know what could possibly be?
They could have gotten the original actor back.
Well, that could be a big one. Or what happens if the voice they got from him is such a big name they want to drop it as like a surprise, like closer to the movie's
Yeah,
release?
because I don't think they even announced that Dylan O'Brien was going to be the voice of Bumblebee. I don't think that was even announced.
Mm-mm. I think this. I know this. I know Rise of the Beast is supposed to be a sequel to Bumblebee, so they might just keep on doing the whole silent Bumblebee thing. Um,
I just
which I
it's
mean,
supposed to be a sequel, and that drives me nuts because of how much the designs have changed between some of the characters. That's what drives me nuts. Is you're
it.
taking this design that was pre-established for Bumblebee and then saying, you know that design, throw it out the window. It doesn't exist.
It's almost like when they gave abs to Optimus in Dark of the Moon.
Or decided to give him a removable faceplate in this movie. And a
So I
giant weird arm cannon that looks more like Galvatron's cannon from Age of Extinction.
so I can understand why they gave him the removable faceplate and gave him the familiar live action movie faceplate.
Creepy chin lips.
But I can understand why they did it because it's familiarity. Um, because the live action the first live action movie is celebrating its 16th anniversary this year.
Don't remind me.
um
This is
and
the second time you've reminded me. Don't remind me.
um oh no, so I'm going to soft remind you, so this is not geared towards you, but towards the G1ers towards the G1ers or the people who just hate the movies in general. The generation that grew up on the movies. There's a whole generation of Transformers fans that grew up solely on the movies and have no idea what G1 is.
Yeah,
And that's
but
when they get
the
kicked from the call.
the the Bumblebee movie at least gave them like a modern look. Like they still retain those G1 aesthetics, but still there was an element of newness to them. Like with Wheeljack's
Oh, that like
ears, like they actually looked like little like fiber optic panels, I guess,
yeah.
instead of just little bricks that had a bunch of lights in them.
So yeah, that's one thing I've heard from the Bumblebee designs in general is that it is like the perfect fusion of live action and G1. Like, I have yet to come across a person who hates those designs. Like, and like truly does, absolutely does. loathes those designs, like they do the rest of the live action movie stuff. Um, after Rise of the Beasts, Kane says, after Rise of the Beasts, they're going to make a Cybertron movie that's going to revolve around Megatron and Optimus' relationship.
I
Ooh, I
I
mean
hmm,
that'd be interesting.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I mean that'd be interesting to see how everything kicks off.
I mean that honestly sounds like the synopsis of the upcoming Lion King prequel. It's going to focus on Scar's and Mufasa's relationship.
Whoa. Just an excuse to make a quote unquote live action Lion King movie.
You mean emotionless CG lions?
Like I have no idea they call it live action, but literally the whole movie is nothing but CG.
It's animated. It's completely computer generated.
It's just textured. Oh my, okay. Uh, um, but I'm trying to get my thoughts aligned here. So when it comes to these lines of movies, just in general, um, I'm taking a step back at it and I'm looking at so it's a good sign when you look at the voice cast, right? Like when like a good example would be go look at the voice cast of just I hate to say it, but go look at the voice cast of all the Transformers of 1 through 5. You know, OG, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, and Last Night. The voice cast was just full of voice actors. I mean, voice actors need their due, but I'm talking about like marquee draw, you know. I mean, so I'm gonna kind of excuse the first movie because just having the first movie and having Peter Cullen before he started voicing Optimus Prime regularly, and this was like his first real return coming back. That was a marquee draw itself. But then again, who played Ironhide? Who played Ratchet? Who played Jazz? Who played um, Megatron, Starscream, all that? Okay, Hugo Weaving played Megatron, and he's still kind of hot from the Lord of the Rings and Matrix movies, a little bit. If you knew if when you mentioned his name, everybody knew who he was. But then roll on to Transformers 2, same thing. Like, who's the big voices in there? Like, does anybody recognize any of the voice actors?
I mean, you got Tony Todd, like horror movie icon.
But yeah, but that's pretty much about it, though. Um, because again, you have Ironhide.
Frank Welker is an easy one.
Yeah. But he wasn't voicing Megatron though. Hugo Weaving did the Megatron work through 1 through 3.
Yeah, but he was still Soundwave and Devastator, Reedman, Ravage.
Oh man, the raid band sequence in Revenge of the Fallen is say what you say what you want about the live action movies. They do have they do have some very highlight scenes. The Reedman sequence is terrifying. This paper razor thin is going through and it just literally goes through people. That's terrifying. Yeah. And how can you tell, sir? Oh, just his red eye that he can hold flat at any second. Like, oh yeah, you know, nothing scary at all. Speaking of horror movies, but then when we look at look at the cast for Rise of the Beast, though, when we look at it from a celebrity standpoint, Michelle Yeoh has always been a good actress.
Yeah, Pete Davidson, Ron Perlman,
Peter Dinklage.
Yep,
People,
Scourge.
yeah, as Scourge, as a villain, and we know his voice. Like he can be like a moderate tone, but we know if he wants to crank it up and go full on villain. Oh, that's going to send some like that. Like the first time he speaks, I know it's going to send shivers down my spine.
I wonder if it's going to be anything like his voice for Gut in Ice Age 4. Like,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Ice Age 4, so I
Have you seen Angry Birds?
Oh God, wasn't he the bald eagle?
Yeah, he was Mighty Eagle.
Yeah,
something a little bit like that, a little bit gruffer.
Yeah, but like I just see him pulling on like the full bass tone for Scourge, and Frank Welker.
If it's Tyrion Lannister, that's going to be funny.
Frank Welker did the voice of Megatron in 2007 video and Revenge of the Fallen video game, at least. Yeah, he did. Hey, speaking of the video game, Um. Speaking of the video game, the voice of Starscream, who Daniel Ross, who voiced him in the 2000s in both the OG movie. He voiced him in, I just want to say, Revenge of the Fallen and the OG Transformers movie. I can't remember if he did
In the
Dark of the Moon.
games.
Huh?
In
Yeah,
the
in the
game.
games. Yeah, in the games. He won an Emmy recently.
Yep, and he's also the voice of Donald Duck for those who didn't know.
Yeah, and the cool part is I followed him on TikTok because he was doing he was doing skits on his TikTok before I really found out he was a voice work, and I just liked his stuff. And next thing I was like, oh yeah, I'm yeah, I was the voice of Starscream because he was I stumbled onto one of his lives where he was signing stuff live, and he's like, yeah, I'm signing Starscream merch. I'm like, why? Oh yeah, I was the voice of Starscream. Say what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it wasn't him, then it's Charlie Adler for the movies,
Yeah.
who,
Um.
I more recognize as T-Bone in SWAT Cats.
And it really kind of weirded me out where I found out that the voice of Wacko was Ironhide in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Like
Yep.
like at all.
He
Okay,
was also
so
Barricade.
what?
Yeah, Jess Harnell was the voice of Barricade.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, the things you learn but then again it just shows you his range. He can be a goofy little he can be a goofy little thing in the 1 minute and then be a screaming monster the second. Range, my people. Gotta love your voice actors. Okay, so Daniel Ross, at least according to his wiki, he was Starscream in the Transformers the game, the console versions, and then he was the voice in the DS version, which I'm still shocked to this day that the DS version had voice acting. And they're different
Yeah.
lines too. They're not pulled from the console version, so it's additional lines too.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, uh,
but, but super excited about Rise of the Beasts. Um, excited about the new voice cast. The cat's screaming at my door. Um, I like so it's not just us as Transformers fans. I'm excited for this movie to bring out the more casual fans and even the '90s kids fans. Like I'm
yeah,
excited for my
Reawaken Beast Wars for those who watched it
yes,
and just never got back into it.
yes, and and to see like I see it through my friends, and it really brings a joy to my heart to see them not only be excited for a movie that just as excited for a movie as I am, like this with Transformers, but to see them uh get a movie for something they grew up with that never got a movie, that never got a second chance. Like once Beast Wars was done, it was done. A lot of people dropped off and didn't watch Beast Machines. Um but to see them get excited and to the super levels of excited and know that as it gets closer and closer, at least more and more people are going to get excited. That's where that welling of the power and the primal. You'll like go back and watch the trailer, and you'll hear what I mean. And every time I hear that swell, that's what I think of. I think of a triumphant return, not just a triumphant return for us live action movie fans, but not just a return, but basically the kicking down the door of, hey, we're finally in good hands. Prepares for some good shit. That's what I feel, and I'm super excited to see what we're going to get. Um, and if this second trailer uh is as good as I think it's going to be, I might be proven right, but I don't want to say that. I just want to say I can't wait for my. I'll say it like this: if my friends get more excited with each trailer, I'm going to get more excited with each trailer.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Alex Lemons. We're actually about to wrap up because we've been going for about 2 hours now. I'm getting tired. I got to be at work early, but it was a
I,
great time hanging out and talking about Rise of the Beasts and the new Legacy reveal. So be sure to check out, you know, the early part of this stream if you haven't gone back already. We'll be going up in regular video form just shortly after we end the broadcast. So check that out if you haven't seen the leaks. Everything is up on Hasbro Pulse for pre-order right now. That went up today, so be sure to check those out.
Can I give a plug?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's I post every when I can, but Werewolf Finder here on YouTube does Transformer reviews. It I post every when I can is if you guys want to.
I
Hold on. Ice already written off for ROTB premise doesn't Ice? Who's Ice? I guess that's someone you
I,
know.
I think he's supposed to say I've,
I've
but
already
auto
written.
corrected to ice.
Oh, okay. I've already written off Rise of the Beast. Premise doesn't impress me. I think I haven't said it. I'm just gonna say this really quick to Alex. Hi, how you doing? Not that, but I think they're keeping their cards to this chest. I'm thinking they're not, unless I don't know what the leaks say because I'm trying to keep myself in the blind here. But I think they're keeping their cards to this chest. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, just wait till the second trailer comes out. That's what I'm doing too. I'm on the fence about it. Like I'm excited, but I'm more cautiously optimistic than I am super excited. I'm keeping my expectations very low. Bumblebee was great, but some of the choices with this movie are just kind of like, so I'm gonna go with an open mind. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm already excited for the figures. Like those figures actually look really good.
That
Like this is the first
Scourge.
time I'm excited for
Oh,
movie toys.
that Scourge and what was his name? Freeze Dry, Freeze Bone, whatever his little
Freezer.
companion is. Freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that combination is. Oh my god, that's good. Like again, my whole little current stuff with partner Pokemon. Yes, the Mewtwo icon is saying. But my whole little stuff with partner transform, like that came as like the perfect time
Yeah.
for me to like fall in love with that more. Like both of those are instant day one purchases. Hell, I might even pre-order it as soon as we're done with those. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm taking over again. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm
I
going to my
just.
corner.
Oh, I'm getting tired. I wanted to probably cut this off a little bit sooner, but I didn't want to cut you off. But
I want
yeah,
to go play some Hi-Fi Rush. So
I,
yeah, let's.
I, I think that does it for tonight, guys. Thank you for those who came and viewed. Like I said, I'm planning on doing some more streams in the future, most likely on Twitch. Um, I'll just come right out and say it on here. Like, if you couldn't tell by my icon yet, yes, I am a furry. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Uh, so might be some furry related streams there. It's gonna be I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's mostly gonna be gaming, like Sea of Thieves or Halo. But might see just a variety of stuff on there. So
Hey, you can think of it this way: if you ever stream Transformers games, you can always just put the VOD on here because it is Transformers related.
well, yeah, that's cool, Alex. But yeah, so uh, thank you guys for stopping by. Be sure to again to check this out in video form. Uh, Alan, send me links and I can get those put into the description with the description for the stream. I should have asked for that sooner, but this was kind of a impromptu thing. So
Hey, no worries. Like you said yourself, it was more impromptu. So, but hey, this was fun. Like if you want to do this more often, let me know. Like because I this just sitting down and talking about and nerding about Transformers. I've been dying to do this for a while. So.
well, yeah, it's great because for those who don't know, uh, Stasis Lock is kind of taking a long hiatus, if not completely dead at the moment. A lot of us just
Cool.
kind of got burned out doing it every week, and the lack of Beast Wars news wasn't helping any. So this was nice to come on and do something like this again. So definitely something to look forward to in the future, whether it be on here or on Twitch. It we'll just play our cards and see where they lie, I guess. So
Oh, so one more thing before we leave, and uh, our how about we do this again when the second trailer drops?
yeah, I can do that.
Sound cool?
Yeah, next time we either have a day off or I'm off in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
So, anyways, thanks for everyone for sticking around. Thank you for joining me, Alan, and
Not a
think
problem.
that's pretty much it. So catch you guys on the flip side. Take care. Have a great evening, day, afternoon, wherever in the world you are at. Glad to have you here. See you guys next time. And end broadcast.